First at 5:30, a Channel 3 exclusive. We're digging into a state audit report on Dillon Stadium in Hartford. Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us. I'm Denise DeCenza.
And I'm Roger Suzanne. And the stadium is up and running, of course, but those responsible for getting it rebuilt, they're on the hot seat tonight.
Millions of dollars were given to the developer before it was a done deal.
Chief Capitol reporter Susan Raff has all the details on today's meeting to get answers.
After years of neglect, Hartford's Dillon Stadium is alive. The Hartford Athletic is playing soccer here, but a recent audit found problems. The Capital Region Development Authority, which does economic business for the city, gave $4 million to the contractor, even though the contract had not been signed.
We've been involved with some issues surrounding Dillon Stadium, and this audit certainly had something to say about it.
The state contracting board is looking into this and is hearing what auditors discovered.
We would say that these forms are required. If they weren't filled out, it was an unsafe practice.
The city of Hartford had to have an agreement with the sports team in order to spend the money.
The board's chairman says if the developer had backed out, they still would have gotten the money.
The process and the procedures that we, through the bond commission or the state legislature, put in place to protect the public are important.
I'll promise I'll come to work for you. And you know what? You pay me in advance, and I promise I'll show up. And then I don't show up, what are you going to do?
I would be glad to answer some of these questions.
Legal counsel for CRDA told the board the bonding commission was aware the contract was not official, but money was still approved.
The worst case scenario was the city got Dillon Stadium renovated. That is the worst case scenario.
We had city council approval. We had the league's approval.
CRDA's executive director says they had firm commitments from everyone. And because so many parties were involved, waiting for a contract to be signed would have taken at least 6 months, creating more delays. And ultimately, that could have cost them the team.
Had we waited, had we done things in a linear fashion, the dynamic of the deal would have blown up. And that was the consequence we were trying to wrestle.
The contracting board has decided they still want more information. They're forming a smaller group to look into this. In Hartford, Susan Raff, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.